Strike a pose.
Vogue.
You know what I've never figured out is what to say when somebody knocks on the bathroom door and you're in there.
Yeah. What do you say to that?
Usually just like, it won't be long!
I say sorry. I'll go, sorry.
Before they do that, I try to make as many noises, like...
As soon as you hear somebody coming.
and hope that they hear you and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that.
I have been in a situation before where I was doing that and the lady was trying to get into the stall and I'm like, why do you want to come in here while I'm in here?
I had locked the door and I heard someone like, they're like, why is the door locked?
Yes, exactly.
Because someone's in here.
And then I'm like, why am I apologising? You're the one interrupting my special time. And you always go a little bit higher.
Sorry. They're like, oh, and then they apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
Then
You got to have the awkward face-to-face once you come out and make eye contact with them. Hi. This is the face behind the voice.
And then you make it so it's free now.
Yeah. When I was driving here, I noticed something quite weird. Do you ever have it where like there's two lanes, both going the same direction, and the left lane has like 12 cars, and no one's in the right lane? And I'm always real hesitant to go into the empty lane. I'm like, they know something I don't. Like, what's going to happen to this lane once the light turns green? Is it going to, like, burst into flames or something? And the ground's just going to open up and I'm going to perish and they'll go, ha, you stupid person.
I had an uncomfortable situation the other day where I misheard someone's name when I was being introduced to them. I was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name, please? She was like, Rania. And I was like, Rania. Nice to meet you, Rania. She's like, Rania. I was like, Rania. And I said, just Rania. Rania.
Damn.
The point is, I excused myself from that conversation really quickly.
That's incredibly awkward.
It was so uncomfortable.
It's almost as bad as like when somebody says something and you don't quite hear it and you have to say what? And then they do it again and so you go, what? And kind of laugh it off like, oh, I missed again, what? And then they do it a third time and that's when, if you don't hear it again, you can't say what again, like a mental person.
I figured out how to own this situation though, because everybody knows about like the 3-time rule. You can't ask a 4th time. And so if I don't hear them after the second what, I just go, I can't hear you. And they're like,
just lay it out on the table.
Just lay it out, and they're like, okay, and then that's the end of the conversation.
Yeah. I might start doing that just with conversations that I don't like having. I can hear you loud and clear, I just don't want to. I can't hear you. I always have this paranoid feeling when I go into a shop that they're going to think that I'm stealing something.
Really?
And especially if I'm in a like a jewellery store, and I always just walk around like this with my hands, and like if I do pick up something to look at it, I'm like, here I am. Oh, this looks quite nice. And here's me putting it back. Now I'm going to walk. And especially when you leave the store, you can't like put your hands in your pockets or anything. You got to walk out like, thank you.
I get a bit anxious when I go into like clothes stores because I have to wait for the shop attendant to try and help me before I can really start to relax and browse.
Oh,
you know?
right.
So
yeah.
you'll go in and they'll be like, can I help you? And you'll be like, no, I'm just browsing. Thank you. I'm just browsing. And that's the moment you start browsing.
Right.
You can't do it before.
You need that interaction.
I need to wait for that interaction so I can shut it down.
Like if I really do need help with something, I don't get it.
No.
It's the times where I don't want it, where it's like, they'll follow you around. It's so beautiful out, isn't it? Yep. Fuck off now.
Actually, I had that moment in a clothes store where I was in the changing room and the attendant was like, do you need anything in a different size? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll need this dress in a different size. She got really sassy. She was like, well, I can't see what dress you're wearing. I was like, well, you asked.
Be more specific with your questions, lady.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did one time? I think I bought back my pants from the op shop that I had donated years before.
What?
And I went back to an op shop and I bought some that fit. And I got home and I saw this little like mark on them that was very similar to the ones I donated like 7 years before. And I was like, I don't know if I'm more stupid for buying my own pants or I'm more offended that after 7 years, no one else wanted my pants. Do you ever, like, when you're in a new group or something, like you did it at school or if you do it at work, like an introduction kind of thing where everyone sits around in the room and there'll be some person at the front going, okay, we'll go around and say our name, like, and where you're from. even though we do comedy, so we do quite a bit of public speaking, things like that I still get really nervous about, even though I only have to say my name is Lauren and I'm from Tauranga.
No, I don't like that.
The whole way coming around the room, I'm like, okay, come on, your name is Lauren, you're from Tauranga, your name is Lauren. And then you just watch everybody like slowly getting closer to you and you're like, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. And you're watching the person next to you like, I am, it's so hard.
I work at a school and it's known that I do comedy, and so I'm known as the very confident one and everything, but I'm just not. Like, being on stage is a very different dynamic. I love being on stage. I had to go to the teachers' room where there were like 40 teachers that I knew and make an announcement, and I had to like pep myself up. I was like, okay, like, come on. And in the end, I got someone else to do it because I couldn't bear the thought of going into a room like that.
I remember one time I choked on the phone. You always have to normally spell out your name on the phone. The first letter is M for Mabbett, and so I choked and I said M for masturbate.
You didn't.
I didn't need that appointment anyway.
There was a plane earlier that flew over and literally blocked out the sun.
Yeah, for a split second.
It went dark. I was like, did the lights flicker? There's no lights on and it's daytime.
I'm sweating like fuck. Are you hot?
I'm so hot. Can we just stop the video now?
Done.